Pastor, His Excellency, Ambassador, Igwe Uwezuoke, Eze onye mepim nke izizi, African tallest man, otu onye na-ekwu olu a, osisi kankwụ, ọkwụrụ ọka, fine man without pimple, ọ natara dike mma nke mbụ, okwuru ọra, dike erigharịrị, otigbu ụdị mkpa. Dị na nwata ekwe efi ọnụ, o ji efi eme ọgọ.
Did you see it? He did. Yes, he did not call that one. That's the reason I included that one in it.
Beautiful. How you doing, Sha?
So that anyway. Yes, you have done a wonderful thing, and you will always remain a blessing.
Thanks, man.
To the eyes. I mean, to the eyes of the ones that cannot see, even to the ones that cannot even hear, and even to the ones that has mouth but they cannot speak. You have really, really brought a lot of people to a place of understanding.
Thank you.
And that is the reason most of the time even there is no way a father and a son will agree on anything, but no, believe me, you are a brother.
Thank you.
God knows what I'm saying. No sentiment.
Thanks, man.
So yes, like the previous caller, he was right that they buy from us $11 of uranium, but there was a little of mistake there. They sell it for about $200 and something and not $28 or whatever. They sell it for $200 and something. Even it was yesterday I came across that information. So you will see the world where we live. And believe me, when people, the last caller too said, the last caller said that if we're the one running this world, we will have done worse than that. It's a lie. Because we've existed before they came to Africa. Don't think we've existed. We've been in existence before they came to Africa. We lived as one. They were the ones that introduced slave trade in Africa. We never sold ourselves to anybody. Well, rather, what we were doing, we were moving around Africa. We were looking for a place where it's more conducive for all of us, for any of us to stay. That is what happened in Africa until they came. The wars that you were seeing in Africa was as a result of the European and the Arabs into Africa. They introduced slave trade. That is when you had all these things. In Africa, before, what our forefathers were just looking for is a place where they can actually exist, where they can come on their own. When you listen, when you go to villages and you talk to elderly people who are inclined with who we are, our identity, he will tell you that, oh, this person from this place, that, oh, they moved to another place. And when you look at the other place that they moved to, they will tell you that they moved to another place, which is currently in another state. Meanwhile, you guys are from Imo State, but they tell you that somebody came all the way from the other side of the country, from Calabar, to come and stay here. That is how they formed this place. In those particular history, you will find out that sometimes they will, like in my place, they will tell you that people from Ibuzo, at a time, we were not intermarrying, we were not marrying each other, because they will tell you that we come from the same place, that we are brothers. So that is the way it is. We wouldn't have done worse. These people came for some time too. Civilization came from our side, because in the history of Europe, you go and read their history, they were living under the stones and mountains. Meanwhile, we were building our own houses with our palm fronds and whatever. They got all those technology from us. So the truth is that, like you said, we left our own identity and embraced another thing that we know nothing about. And that is something that has cost us a lot of problems. So that is that. Now, I want to talk about the issue of Kolu going to this thing. Believe me, I know he's watching this program, but I'm going to be his hype man to go for that particular thing he wants to go to.
But the Senate has
give him all the,
so he can't go anymore, can he?
Yes, I give him all the courage. I want him to override the Senate the way they've not respected the rule of law in Nigeria. Let him not respect anything. Let him go. I want Dele Alake to stand like a good servant that he has always been, to advise him, to push him, let him go. Sometimes people think that if you look at Nigeria and Biafra war those days, nobody believed that war was going to last 3 years plus.
Honestly.
Nobody.
Gowon said it will soon be over. It will be over in 24 hours. That's what he said. It will be
24
over.
hours.
We are just going there. We are going after these rebels and it will be over in 24 hours.
4 hours. So even when they do not have anything, and if you look at that particular point in time, it's different from what you have now. Because when you look at the situation of that country, these people are already on ground. The Wagners, the Russians are already on ground. The Chinese are already on ground. You do not know what they can supply them with. And sometimes, even it happened in those days too, the US and the Vietnam, they thought the US was going to crush Vietnam. But what happened? They ran away too. They did not win that war. Of recent time, look at what I used to tell people of recent time, what happened in Afghanistan.
And Iraq.
They ran away, they did. Yeah, and Iraq, they ran away, they didn't win that war. In Libya, they ran away, they didn't win that war.
They had to leave Libya too. They didn't win.
If those kind of, yes, in those kind of caliber of people, if they don't win, how much more Nigeria? These ones. These ones. These ones that cannot face Asari. These ones. So they have to think twice before they do anything. There was a video I was expecting you to play today. You didn't even play it today.
Which one?
The one, what's this guy's name? Deji and Asari. I wish you played it today.
I did play that 2 days ago or something. Did you not see that?
Okay.
When he said Asari was twerking.
No, because I wasn't on the program.
Tinubu. So, you are twerking too much.
Twerking
too much.
So that is what we are seeing. So whatever be the case, there is a narration that is going on that people are not looking at. The truth is, the pandemic is like a world war. And after each world war, there is always a reset.
Yeah.
A repositioning of things in the world, how things has to be done. After the First World War, they had it. The Second World War, they had it. That brought about United Nations, whatever, all those things. This pandemic was like a Third World War. There is supposed to be a conversation, but they don't. Yes, but they don't want to go into that conversation. My brother, you know the reason they don't want to go into that conversation? They didn't want to go into it because the Africans will force themselves into that table to be among that discussion. How things will be done. That is the reason they don't want to have this conversation. They prefer to have confrontation. So everybody, the Western world, where they viewed themselves was the internet. The internet has been able to offer people ideas.
Yes.
It has been able to build ideology on people's mind. So for the fact that people have already, because before, who knows how much they buy the uranium? Nobody knows how much they buy the uranium. Nobody knows how much they buy our oil. Nobody knows
know what uranium is used for.
Uranium is.
And all those things. People are now researching minerals and they are wondering, like, wow, so this has been here. Why are they poor then?
Yes.
Why are people poor?
Exactly. And you will come out and you will label the continent that the continent is poor. Yeah. But the truth is, people are now researching. They are wondering, how are people getting all this information? And believe me, the more information you have, the more ability, I wouldn't even call it ability, the more dynamic ability that you have recreating your world. Yes. And that's the truth is, Africa is recreating, we are recreating our world as it is right now. And nobody can stop us from doing that. That is just the conversation.
Thank you so much, Osita.
Thank you very much.
You have a good one. It's good to hear from you again, sir. Yeah. So, sorry. I thought I got you, but I'll get another person. So, thank you so much, my viewers. I have another caller. Hello there.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh
yeah. Hafiz, how are you?
I'm going to start by praising you a lot tonight.
Thank you.
You know, because you are a wonderful human being. Do you understand? Amazing, fantastic person. Do you understand? The reason why I'm saying this, you know, I haven't called in for a long time. That is the reason. And everything you have been telling us, all the stories, all the drama, there was a day I was watching you the 17th of the 7th, 2023, Baba. You were boiling that day. You were roasting people. You were telling people how things are. Do you understand? Because people do not understand the severity of what is going on. And this is why people like us will always come on here and tell you how amazing you are. You're an amazing person. You are a fantastic human being because everything you see comes to pass. And I wish that a lot of people in Africa watch a program like yours so that people can see what is going on. Because when you tell us things, you show us videos to back it up. You know, when we are talking, we are just talking we're just talking to people, we're having conversations. But you come along, you back it up with facts for people to see that this is black and white. Now, I'm going to start picking up all the points that you have been mentioning throughout the program tonight. And I want people to understand there are some of us that have lived in the Western world and we will not. This is why people are afraid of people that live in Western world when we are advising them back at home, because they think we are going to bring all the mentality of what these Europeans are doing to us back home to them. Do you understand? Because when people are suffering all over the world, you will not see Britain and America and France and everybody come out. Because when you dig deep, their hands are in it. Do you understand? This is why you never see people talking about Yemen, how people are living in abject poverty there. Do you understand? People are dying. Do you understand? Because their hands are deep in it. Everywhere they go. Resources on the economy. Everywhere they go, there's always abject poverty in those places. Do you understand? They don't care about the people there.
No.
You don't. Now you want people to always live like this. You just want to continue to pass abject poverty from generation to generation to generation to generation.
The same epo that Nigeria has, the same oil that Nigeria has, right? Is what Saudi Arabia have. Saudi have gold. What do you call it? Africa have gold. But they treat Saudi with respect. But there's no respect for Africa.
You know why, Baba? In the past, it is because in the past, when you see the evolution of the world, they know they cannot do things like that in all these places because all these places are established. They are not stupid. Because I don't know everything.
They also colonize these people too. But guess what? You will never know because they didn't take away their language.
You will never know.
They didn't take away their culture and every other thing.
They did not.
But they did it
They
to
did
Africa.
Not. Baba.
They colonized China. When I heard that China was also colonized, they didn't take their language. Today, you can't see all of these places as colonized people. Only Africa.
India,
Africa. But they colonized other places too. But they didn't take anything away from them. They took from us.
You understand? You cannot continue. You can't continue, especially the way the world is at the moment. Information travels a lot. But you don't understand why I am so passionate about you is because I go to other platforms to read things. And when you are talking about the move, what my is an Ifa. You are Ifa, why people don't know. Because they're all over the place. This is why people like us will always come here. And people, if you don't like it, because at the end of the day, look at the way people. When you go to Africa, you see people living poorly, in proper poverty. Only that is suffering. You don't need to tell you. You don't need to. When you see them, you know they are suffering. ilé gómìnà ṣe ń sọ ìkó ṣe pé mo fi ń bá àwọn èèyàn jẹ mi bẹ everybody jẹ because èmi kò mo ti live nínú system yẹn. I know how it is. When I know there is no food coming from anywhere, it is so bad. It is that bad. Ẹ wá tí wàá náà fẹ́ máa lọ jagun kan bì kan ẹ fẹ́ lọ kọ́ àwọn èèyàn lọ máa lọ jagun. Nínú ìyà táwọn èèyàn ń jẹ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn ń jẹ ìyà gidi táwọn èèyàn fẹsẹ̀ rìn kiri tó ń mọ tó ń jẹ́ fẹ́ gbà wá. Ẹ wá náà fẹ́ bá máa lọ jagun kiri. Baba, let me leave other people to talk. We are here. We are here. You see what I'm doing? Baba.
My dear brother, God bless you. I have another caller on the line. Hello there.
Hello, good evening.
Princess. So you finally got the number now.
Baba. Yes.
Princess has been calling our old number for months now. So she found out today that the number no longer exists. And there she is.
I was on the outreach at the time you changed it. I didn't even know.
I know. You were busy at the time. It was like around June or
yes,
so.
Yeah.
But yeah, good to see you.
Yes.
Or hear from you.
Yeah, Michael. I have few questions here. You know, I've been wanting to ask since you started this Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso episode. You know? Yeah. Bola Tinubu, He called for extraordinary submit of the ECOWAS on July 30th, He was trying to take over. He was trying to go and fight in Niger, Abi.
War, we're preparing for war.
I think war in country. My ego, I see there is no war in this country,
Already.
The end SARS, as if the Kaduna Abuja Express Road, there is no war there. They should tell the idiot that charity begins at home.
At least.
You understand what I'm saying? And there are some things that we should all think about, things that has happened in the past. Like, has the cost and the benefit analysis been done by Nigerian authorities for the short, medium, and long term of that war? Especially under the current financial problem that we are facing here. I am beginning to see echo. My ego, which money?
Weapons.
Which money? Ṣé Tinubu ti di Àṣàkẹ́ wọ́n ti gé létí lọ báyìí ni? Wọ́n ti gé etí Tinubu lọ ni? British and France promising who money? They giving the refusal to the reimbursement of the Nigerian efforts in Sierra Leone and Liberia in the past. If you can think like the past. Is Nigeria able to fund a possible war with Niger Republic?
Well,
as other efforts, whatever, can join them? Can they do that? Mali is landlocked and they share border with Burkina Faso. How will they penetrate that? Mayego, you've not seen the Senegalese soldier. You've not seen them.
Well, I haven't.
Do they look like common Nigerian military boys?
No, they don't look like us. But those ones are like gorilla. These ones are, man, it's true. When you meet all these West African soldiers, like the Senegalese, the Malians, and the rest, you go, no, say these ones are soldiers. No fine boy, no nothing like that. Their eyes have seen shaking.
And if you're taking our men to war, have you carefully reflected on the Nigerian, the Nigerian view, the popularity, of do the people have opinion about this? What do the people think? Do Nigerians really want their people? Can Nigerians even fund? People are hungry. Do you know why people are not coming out to protest in Nigeria, Mayego?
Why?
Because people live one day at a time now. If you don't go out, you won't eat. We know the amount of people that beg us for money every now and then here. We know the amount of people we pay hospital bills, we pay medical bills, we give money for medications, for things that are happening to them every day. You think an hungry man will go to war? Baba, I have said it here severally. Before Osita said it this night again. Our identity has been stolen. And if your identity has been stolen, Mayegun, your life has been taken away from you. It is as simple as that. I am not giving up on this generation. No. Do you know why I'm not giving up? I have said it on this program severally. We are the leaders we have all been waiting for. Did you see that Senegalese guy? Did you see how cute that boy is? I have to send a message.
You are referring to that Burkina, the most popular among them right now is that Burkina Faso guy, the one that is man.
It's the Burkina Faso guy.
Enough people on PRO.
Mario, the guy is good looking. I have to write it there. Your auntie from Nigeria is saying hello to you. Our auntie Enki, our auntie Abaya. They all go to war. If there is any war anywhere, we will stand behind him.
Princess.
We will stand behind him. France that is meant to be a third world country. And the fourth world country, if there's anything like that.
Yeah.
France that is a piece of rubbish. That same France is coming out. They say, hey, Dakini, say, yeah, you see this, the way they will go about this thing now. They will say, okay, their origin is from the black people, which is African, and if they check their DNA, they will see some sort of black. That's the new thing they will start playing around, that they are Africans too. If Africans can take, yes. But people are saying they now know the reason why they killed Gaddafi. But we knew why they killed Gaddafi. They killed Gaddafi with their media, because I don't know why a man that is in a country, if you give back, you get about $50,000, you get free land, you get free education. If you have to go out of your country to school, the state will fund that. What else do you want? There is no free electricity, free energy anywhere in the world.
Today.
There was no free energy anywhere in the world. The Libyans were using free energy, free electricity. So what else do you want? The West does not want you to prosper. They do not want it. So if they don't want you to prosper, and you see your leaders, your foolish puppet leaders, listening to their puppeteers, you should do the right thing. But Nigerians are hungry. So by the time all the African nations, bring themselves together, and they are all speaking in one word, one voice, because I don't know what Kodu wants to go and do in Niger. When Nigeria is there,
it was going there
really love the coup that happened.
No, it's going there for a peak contest.
I am happy. I am from this generation, and I am super proud of us. And I tell you tonight, and I say it to everybody, no leader is coming to save anybody. We are the leaders we have been waiting for, and we are here. And we will not live without a fight. We will make sure it should be said about us that we did our best, and our best will be good enough.
Difference. Thank you so much, Princess. That's Princess. Now, if you are still watching and you haven't really subscribed to my channel, you haven't shared this broadcast, and you've been here for like over an hour, it is time to do that now. Hello there.
Hello, Mayegun.
Sir.
Mayegun. This is Austin from Germany.
Austin.
Nice to meet you.
You are back again. See, you know why I don't usually call, why I don't kind of pick up on, +49 numbers mostly anymore is because, Austin, I've got so many of you now come from Germany, and I've tried it twice to say, is that so and so? And it was wrong. But you've not called me in a while.
I have called. I've called so many times, but I've been trying all this while. I think last week I tried to speak with you also, but thank God that I get it today.
I'm glad you did.
It's really, sometimes sometimes when I recommend you to my friends, I said, these guys has been so amazing right from the time I know, because I knew you now.
It's been a while.
Not mistaken now, it's over 10 years, because I follow you when you was Alicia. Turn the volume. I know you from the kitchen.
Talking to Alexa. Alexa, turn it off.
Yeah, exactly.
Alexa,
so
stop.
Yeah.
You know.
So I have been telling my friends about you, and you keep on amazing me on a daily basis.
Thank you.
You analyze this, the way you express things, even the way I don't see things, because I'm really crazy about the whole stuff that is going in Africa. But when I listen to you, I say, wow, this guy is really amazing. So just to hang it on down from that, I really thank you a lot for what you have been doing. You have been doing good job. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate you.
Appreciate it too.
So the next thing that I wanted to say is that I don't know how people think. I don't know how people reason. ECOWAS that is working to this white people, like Deji said that Asari is working to Tinubu. Buhari, Shehu Shari was elected as a democratic president. Buhari was the military.
He was.
Buhari staged coup and removed him from power. There was no ECOWAS. ECOWAS did not say anything. Everybody kept quiet. Now, even Tinubu, the one that is saying that he is in power now, he is illegitimate president.
He is.
And because he have his properties in France, because I remember when they subletted him, he ran away from Guinea Equatorial to France. His medications has been taken from France. He has been doing all his business in France.
That's right.
So now they want to use him to kill his own brothers. Upon the whole surface, we are going to the hands of these Europeans, and our leaders want to help them. I don't even know how we reason. Sometimes I ask myself if it is the same God that we are talking about that created black man. I don't believe that, honestly. This is my own philosophy. Sorry about the people that are listening to me this night, because I probably think that either God was sleeping and having rest, and the angels went to roast us, and then we have this kind of mentality. I'm telling you honestly, this is my own mentality, because I don't know how a black man will see what is going on in the whole world now. The whole world is in crisis. Moreover, Europe is in crisis because of this Ukraine and Russia. They can never have their ways again. Putin have closed all the whole borders, closed everything. They are busy blackmailing Putin, talking about Putin here, Putin there, Putin. They are the ones causing the whole problem all over the world.
They were even sanctioning him, and then they have told us to start sanctioning ourselves. Imagine Nigeria sanctioning,
Niger.
Man.
Yeah, you are sanctioning them, and they are your brothers. You share common borders with them. They are even in your own military. How do Tinubu think that those military will be feeling now?
Divided, though.
Everybody knows that Buhari is not a Nigerian. Everybody knows.
Yes, now. Even Buhari himself said it himself.
Yeah, he said it. Buhari invested so much in Niger, more than in Nigeria. So everybody, how do you think even the Buhari that they're talking, Buhari will be against Tinubu soon? You will see. You will see. When they will
Austin, man, I love you. It's already happening, but it just hasn't manifested so loud yet.
Exactly. He is lucky that the Senate draw him back. If not, if you have gone there, let me assure you, Nigerian soldiers they will collect woto. I'm not gonna lie you. I have lived in French country. I was born in French country.
Now you want to attack our country? Our country can't be like a village where everybody could just sconce. You are attacking a country. You are coming to a country. Baba, come on now. Now war now. War you no be. I am just we give you 24 hours. Who they give 24 hours? You demand.
You know what the Northerners are saying now?
What are they saying?
The Northerners are asking Tinubu, if you have boundaries with Niger, would you declare war? That's what the Northerners are saying now. We have boundaries with them, and you want to declare war that side. Who are these war going to affect? We are the one that is going to receive it.
That's right.
That's the war. That's the risk. It can never happen. But if Tinubu try, I beg him to try, because my dream, my own expectation to see Nigeria divide in my own generation. I want Nigeria to divide. Because if
the dream of Tinubu too, and most of these politicians, they want Nigeria divided. If not, all these things they are doing, they would have stopped them.
Yeah.
They are doing everything to make sure Nigeria is divided. And by the special grace of God, Austin, it will happen.
Nigeria will divide.
Make it happen.
Nigeria will divide. Nigeria will divide. Nigeria will divide. Definitely Nigeria will divide. Thank you so much, Mayego. I really appreciate it.
You should have a wonderful week, because we don't go another week now. So let me take this. Hello there. Bedtime. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, I can hear you, Michael. How are you?
Brilliant. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. It's a really nice show today.
Thank you.
Yes, we are doing really, really well.
Is that Sham?
Yes, it's Charm.
See, I was almost like, oh no, don't say it. I was like, no, don't say it. It may not be like. Wait for. I was like, give us some more time so that I could be very sure. Yes.
Yes.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm actually in England. I came to England for.
Oh yeah.
Just to see my family anyway.
Well, that's what got me at first. I was like, no, that's England. No. I mean, that's UK number, but could that be no.
Yeah. I've been here for a while. Anyway.
Yeah, sure.
A really, really solid show today. And sometimes when I'm listening to your show, I'm thinking to myself, I want to call in and I really want to articulate my thoughts. And I've always had this thought about France. Anyone who's known me for the past 10 years, and my feelings about France, my sister will say to me, Charity, why do you hate France so much? I said, that is a third world country masquerading as a G7. That is a country that is built on the back of its African colonies, right? Keeping them impoverished. And the thing that puzzles me the most are the Africans who actually live in there, who play in their national team for a country that has impoverished your ancestral home. Let's put it that way. If you no longer want to really associate yourself, maybe you're second generation French or whatever, but I personally would not play for them. I would not represent them in any way, shape, or form. Now, when I knew that we didn't have any allies in Africa, right, it's because there's no way you have all those countries that make up the G7. They can't be ignorant about France and what it does in Africa. But yet still, no one is holding France accountable. Okay? They still come together and, we're all G7, we're all the richest countries in the whole world, blah, 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 and do all of these stupid things together. But no one has called France to order. And if they're not calling France to order, it is clear that they're all in on it.
Yes.
They are very much aware, and they are very much benefiting from the situation going on in Africa, right? And that's and then Obama became president. This is for anyone out there.
The wool over our eyes. So the black people
yes,
fine.
Exactly.
See, a black man is president of America. What are you talking about? Why are you complaining?
Why are you complaining? Yeah, exactly. Now, like your first caller, right? The first person who called in, he said he was in the military. He's been in there before, and I believe him. Because there are certain things that have done in Africa, right? That clearly the intent is to depopulate the continent. Even, for example, COVID.
Yes. Did you see their reaction? They were shocked the Africans are not dying.
Exactly. They were shocked that Africans were not dying.
Remember that time?
Why are they not dying? Why
even though they said Africa would die, like a lot of Africans would die because they are poor, they will not have access, they can't afford the vaccine. So definitely they are expecting Africans to be dying like flies. They were shocked.
Exactly.
And they couldn't hide it.
They were shocked. So things, when you see things like that, I believe that guy. And that's why I say, again, coming back, I'm going to tie it to Obama, right? Now, everybody claimed that Obama, a black man, this and that and the other. I don't believe that any true person who has African blood flowing in them will sit in that kind of seat of power and see the things that go on. Attend G7 meetings where you know that France is practically raping a country, bleeding a country dry, and sit in the midst of all of that.
Even though you are even from Kenya, your pops is from Kenya.
And so-called Kenya, right? So let us tell ourselves the truth. Nobody's coming. Nobody's coming to save us. We're the only ones that are going to save ourselves. I don't know about the disintegration. I don't even know whether it's to call it this. Maybe it is. We should partition ourselves the way we were always meant to be, right? And then deal with ourselves the way we have always dealt with ourselves, in the past. Maybe with what they call it, with exposure and progress, we can have treaties and pacts and whatever between regions so that we can trade, we can move freely. There'll be enterprise, there'll be exchange of ideas and things like that. Maybe that's the way it's always been. Maybe democracy has never been for us. Either that, or they just haven't allowed it to work properly because they keep making sure that we have people with low intelligence, people who can be easily manipulated, people who they have compromise on, right? So therefore, even if you have good intentions, you can't execute any of your good intentions because they have compromise on you. And if your good intentions are going to be against
for
them,
your people. No. If your good intention
day.
is for your people, it's 100% going to be against their interest. So if you want to care for their interest, the interest of your people will become zero, non-existent.
Exactly. So they need to keep it in such a way, and that is why when you think about Bola Tinubu and him possibly being a CIA asset, those things are not a stretch. Do you understand? It's not a massive stretch because they probably have compromise on him. Why would you become an asset? It's because they have something over you and they can use you because you have maybe a network that they can tap into, right? So why pull you? Why put you in prison when they can use you?
They can actually use you to rule a country. Wow.
Exactly. So why pull you? Imagine and then, in fact, there's so much going on in the world. And I just believe that, them having, and I keep saying it, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the gift that keeps on giving.
He keeps giving.
Okay? He keeps on giving. Everything he does brings something else. Now, Nigerians can't say for one that they don't know who their enemies are in terms of all the crooks and the criminals that he has surrounded himself with. So if you want to start eliminating people, you know clearly where your problem is from. Now, from the same Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we now know and we are now certain that the entities like ECOWAS, African Union, and all of those, organizations are actually Western puppets. They're not there to help anybody. They're not there to solve anybody's problem, So if you don't know, now you know. Now he wants to go to war with the Nigerians. The Nigerians that are surrounding us, that are inside our own country. They'll kill him first before they come and start killing the rest of us.
So when we go to it now, we'll begin to act surprised that they started bombing Lagos or doing these things here and there and say, who are those doing this? They say Nigerians in Nigeria. Okay, let's start looking for Nigerians again. Abi, the chaos that will envelop the entire region. I don't think somebody like Tinubu actually thought it. Or probably think it through.
No, but he didn't. He didn't think it through. And I think France, in their desperation to see if they can bring that whole situation under control, failed to also really think this whole thing through. And this is where I feel they have some serious racist problems. The imagination that the black man is stupid and can be easily led. And the only reason why they have this ideas is because we continue to have people like Bola Tinubu who gives an impression that everyone is like that. We are not, we are black, we're not stupid. Okay, we are not stupid. And I think now they've made the situation so tenuous that the youths are all rising up. You say, okay, you don't want people to die. People are already dying.
They are dying.
The innocent, the women that have been widowed in Plateau, right? I mean, what do you want to tell those people?
What else do you want to
don't do anything. Don't do anything because people are not dying. They've just lost their husbands.
I know.
Okay, that is one night. Tomorrow night, who knows how many? We can go on and on, but let other people call.
At least, yeah. Thank you so much, Shem. I mean, it's wonderful hearing from you. In fact, having the mixture of contributors, from all ends, you made the whole thing balanced. So thank you, ma'am. So I am going to, get us. Let's take just one more. 1 second, though. Sorry, just a moment. Right, let's take one more and we can call it a night. Okay. Hello there.
Hello, Mr. Mayegun.
Yes, so I found out. I mean, I've got another lady, so that makes it like a two, in the whole mix, in the whole shovel. Thank you. How are you, ma?
I just even realized that you've changed the number.
Oh, you did not.
I've been trying with the old line. This is
not just you.
Abeke.
See, Princess was like, "I don't you see my
Yes,
missed call?" Like, I bet God knows how long she's been like asking herself that, is my ego ignoring my call? I don't know, why is it not ringing? Or the number is not going. Until today, man.
Even my children here, they have been now coming like they're coming to be like you. Analysis. They will say, when I say vernacular, when you repeat it, I've been saying it to them that in my country, they will say, don't speak vernacular.
You don't speak in vernacular.
Oh my God. All these things you're saying, you know, when I first came into this country, one thing I learned, I realized we are so much brilliant, but we are ignorant. Ignorant, it took us to where we are today. Thanks to all the people that have been speaking, most especially this our lovely brother. I forgot his name now.
Osita, or which
one? Yeah, brother Osita. God bless him, man of wisdom. You see, this is what we've been saying. I tell you, this country have really opened my mind, and I'm grateful for my own old past grandma, the way they taught me, because I won't lie. They tell us, they make our brain be sharp and understand. I don't just know what go wrong. I don't know. But you see, everything you be saying, this thing you say today, I will never forget. As you know, I keep saying during Abasha, I was working in airport. You know, I finished my secondary, so I was a teenager then.
Right.
My
first walk.
You see, my first week in Muritala Airport, and I was like, I was all along, everything I see. May God bless my grandma's soul. I will go back home, I'll tell grandma. She will be telling me, you know, she will tell me all this war, all the war that happened, everything, the way she was those generation. And during that time, I was so interested in politics. I like to hear history. I was so much, I want to know more. And because we are young, then they take us around all these Takwa Bay, all those, you know, they always take us on those holidays.
It was, yeah.
When you talk about
you are sounding like all these middle class, you know, children of those era. When you know,
I'm not going to deny that, because
and then you know, everything was so like normal until it started going.
God bless you, God bless you, my brother. We are the Ilupeju, like when you say Ilupeju, you know, the day I said that in Kotishe, something has wrong. You remember from Ilupeju, there was a factory company from Egbeyemi, all those places. Those are the area I grew up.
You know, when you are going to, you see this PZ, like it's just all lines. I'm not sure they are policy there anymore.
God bless you. All those companies, you are PZ, MP, and even this this one of this you something food. God bless you. Kappa, all those places, you know, that was industrial. Industrial that they build up. Exactly. That was a lot of, because my mom supplied those company the caterer department. My mom supplied them.
Your mom must have made a lot of money, ma, because we are talking about staffs that are in their thousands. When they all come out like that around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
God bless you, my brother. They will be carrying their bag. They will be going. You see, I saw the beautiful and the passion of Black people. And I was so eager to be part of those production, you know, those investment, those everything.
Wow.
But when Abacha came and before Abacha take, I don't know, there was a lot of things. When you talk about this Baba Tinubu, it's a pity.
It is.
We are young, but we don't understand what they are doing to us, our generation then, that this is what is going to come back to us. And that was why I love your program so much.
Thank you.
Not only elaborating us, not only telling us the truth. Some of us are ignorant. Do you know this evening, as you started the program, I joined and I share on my Facebook to my friends on Facebook. Do you know one of my very good sister, we go to say Masalatu together, right. And then he said to me, Join Emma Wibek, Emma Bain, Yotinije, Kema Warope, Emma Wolakayo. I'm sorry, I'm going to speak Yoruba here. Emma Wolakayi. You see this person, she's somebody like me too, that a lot of people are on her shoulder. And she thought, what is happening in that continent there? Because we are other side, we are best. Abi
now, we are
he
like,
thought what that man is doing here. See man yen to shame benye o make sense. I just give you some little reasons that I understand before I make my decision that, you know what, and I think I can't have any of my children here. You know, that was my own decision. And this was 90. It wasn't 20. It was 90.
Now. Wow.
It wasn't bad. That's why I say I went home recently. I was crying for my country, for my community. How bad and how worst it was. And do you know that time we young secondary school there, we still managed to get into little job. So I'm asking you, Mayegun, look at that country very well. You've answered my question. You've said to me those MP, you know them.
Yes.
Because I always hear you when you say look where you Pangru, all those area, our area.
I know.
And I can tell you,
back, you still have this nostalgic, kind of a remembrance about all of this. You see, you happen to be the generation who seems to enjoy a little bit more before everything finally disappeared. Like you said,
I'm not disputing it. I enjoy it because I can tell you the spirit and the energy of my late mom's grandparents is working in me.
You know that time,
paid
you
off.
see that your great-grandma, that your grandma, if she was into any small business, right? That business is rewarding. Our effort and everything is rewarding based on that effort.
Do you
right?
remember I said to you? Yes.
Go on, ma.
Yes. I told you, I said, people like me now, if I go back home, I will have my own company and people will benefit. I want to do that. In my country, I came to this country. I can tell you everything. Mayegun, you have not even started doing this program when I understand we are already the whole Africa. We are under slave.
Wow.
This UK show me, and I was learning through that process, through everything. And I'm like, how did we get here? That's the question. You can see everybody. How did we get here? These people, they don't have any whatsoever good things for us. As long as we are that skin. So I'm grateful for what you are doing. Please keep doing it.
I will.
Keep elaborating us because some of us, we are still sleeping. May God wake us up.
And even those who have woken up as well, we will make sure say they remain awake. Because sometimes when you wake up too much,
and may God
you
come and show us way how to get out of this. Because Ogun
God bless you, ma.
Thank you so much,
and you too.
Have a great night, sir.
And you too, ma. You have all the best. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Sham, you see, Sham went back on there and decided to come and kind of give me this. You are so kind. You know what they say, like, you are far too kind. Thank you for that, your generosity, and thank you to every one of you who have sort of added their own their own perspective to this. That's what makes Mayegun's Diary Political more interesting. And like Omobalogun said, it is not just me coming here to just talk. I had to like show you a few things, bring in some clips, bring in some documents, bring this and that, just to back whatever I'm saying. Of course, I always add my own jara. Sometimes I want to sound like, in order not to, sort of depress you. I mean, spending 3 hours with somebody that you'll be crying. Kilode, I don't want you to watch my program and be panicking. You know what I mean? Like worried or scared that way that you want to go to bed and you'll be like, well, looking at your ceiling because you can't sleep because you are just remembering everything Mayegun says. So that's why I always bring in some sort of jokes. It's not jokes. Like I just present it in a way that is lighter and then you laugh. A lot of you laugh. Share you guys. So I appreciate every one of you who make this more interesting, okay? Conversational. And it is not perfect, okay? It is not. And you don't even have to agree with us on everything we say here. But one thing that we kind of present is the opportunity to give you a chance to have more perspective about things. Of course, you will never see us support those criminals in Nigeria, no. But even if you are supporting them, you have a chance of being honest with yourselves by being sincere. Now, Mayegun's diary political help you to do that. But even at that, there are still people who don't like me. Okay? They just don't like me. They like what I'm doing. Sometimes they do, but they just don't like the way I talk about these criminals because they respect them. They call them leaders. Okay? And I know them and I respect them. I respect you that you don't agree with me. But one thing that you always be so grateful to me for is that if there's anybody that will tell you the truth, at least as they appear or as they are, fact from fiction, I am one of them. Mayegun will always tell you what it is. And then others, I will always tell you the peace of my mind. I don't try to make you agree with me. But if you have a chance of agreeing with me, ask those who have been calling in. It feels better. It feels different. It feels you. Being real feels you. But if you see the truth and you are turning it over his head because you wanted to, it's probably going to make you feel bad. No, you're not doing anybody. You are doing yourself. You are doing yourself. So I have done my own parts again. I will see you some other time, okay? Thank you for spending your evening with me, as usual. And I'm so happy that a lot of you are happy that this is not in any way boring yet, okay? Anyway, it's been 10 years. I don't think I will ever be boring to you. The only thing that will happen is sometimes if I bring a topic, very, very kind of controversial topic, a lot of you will begin to feel kind of, Mayegun, no, Mayegun, and that happens too. It is why we call this place the Temple of Truth. Even if it makes you uncomfortable, we still have to say it, okay? And in my own word, just say your truth. Nobody go beat you, okay? Just say it. Those who are championing and then spreading fear to make you so scared, we are going to arrest you, or we're going to jail you, or we're going to take away all your privileges, or we are going to this and that. They will still do all of those things to you if they have the chance of doing them to you. Why don't you just speak your truth? Say it. Nobody go beat you like me. They don't feel do anything for me. Nothing what if you do. Because I've not done anything wrong. Sure you get. I will see you some other time. Please don't stop watching Mayegun. The next time we see, it's going to be another interesting time. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú.
Mayegun diary Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun diary Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun diary Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọjà. ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary náà ibi nọ́mbà wọn.
bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí.
Máyégún Diary náà ibi nọ́mbà wọn.
ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary náà ibi nọ́mbà wọn.
Máyégún Diary politico.
Máyégún Diary náà ibi nọ́mbà wọn.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún.
Máyégún Diary náà ibi nọ́mbà wọn.
ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Máyégún Diary náà ibi nọ́mbà wọn.
àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ dódódódó.
Máyégún Diary náà ibi nọ́mbà wọn.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. bọ́tà ń lérí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.